Hey, hey.
I don't want them. Okay, stand by VOG. Stand by. Okay, VOG. Okay, VOG, go. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats as we're about to start the second half of the evening's program. Is the band done? They should be, but it looks like she's about to start something else. We need to cut them off. I don't know who can communicate with them. Okay, Jay, go ahead, run out and grab the mic. You just tell me I'm going to introduce it, and then you guys are going to roll, and then we have a pause, and then I'm going to introduce the second. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screens for a special message from Representative Jackie Spear of San Francisco and San Mateo, co-chair of the Congressional Caucus on Armenian Issues.
Good evening, dear friends. Thank you for inviting me to celebrate the American University of Armenia's 25th birthday. I'm sorry that I couldn't join you in person for this very important occasion. As one of only 2 Armenian American members of Congress, I've always drawn great strength and unshakable resolve from my Armenian ancestry. This includes our rich history and the horror of genocide that our ancestors fought to overcome. And that must never, ever be forgotten. I was proud to carry the resolution of condemning the Armenian genocide for many years during my time in the California legislature, and I'm equally proud today to serve as a co-chair of the Congressional Armenian Caucus. Armenia's greatest natural resource is its brain power. That's why I'm a strong supporter of AUA's educational mission, and especially pleased that you are affiliated with the University of California, my alma mater, with one of the greatest institutions of education in the United States. By investing in Armenian minds, AUA is showing the world that we can best achieve strong U.S.-Armenia relations through mutual education in addition to diplomacy and aid. Together, let us vow never to forget the atrocities that Armenians have suffered and stand firm with Armenia against those who try to deny these crimes against humanity. And together, let us look to the future as our nations work together to uphold the core principles of democracy that Armenia and America hold so dear. AUA graduates are helping Armenia to grow and to thrive. Despite these challenging times, let us look towards a future of mutual growth and prosperity. Have a wonderful evening and celebrate AUA's most significant contribution to the intellectual development in our beloved Armenia.
Once more, please direct your attention to a special message from Representative Jim Costa of Fresno, member of the Congressional Caucus on Armenian Issues, who recently spoke at AUA.
Good evening. I'm Congressman Jim Costa, the representative of California's 16th Congressional District, which is located in the heart of the San Joaquin Valley. The valley is home to many Armenian families who immigrated as a result of the genocide. As someone who comes from Portuguese immigrant family myself, I enjoyed growing up with the Armenian neighbors, the Khazarians, the Abrahamians, the Collegians, whose Armenian heritage has added so much to our community. And while I may be an Odar, when I'm with my Armenian friends, my name could be Costigan. This summer, I had the opportunity to visit Armenia for the first time and spent part of my trip at the American University of Armenia. And being in Armenia and visiting AUA truly felt like coming home. The students, the faculty, and the staff at AUA were warm and welcoming. I am proud that the United States and my alma mater, Fresno State, home of the Bulldogs, have formed a partnership, a sister university relationship with AUA, so that we can exchange further ideas and research and development for both universities. This partnership also includes a student exchange program, giving students the ability to learn and experience the different cultures. I'd also like to highlight that Fresno State is the only university in America to have a monument on campus dedicated to the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide. So tonight we have much to celebrate, 25 years of success for both the American University of Armenia, and we also celebrate the new independence of the 25th anniversary of Armenia. The country has a long, rich heritage, the first country in the world to adopt Christianity. I just wish that I could be there with all of you to honor the university's founders, their families, and everything this university has accomplished. So here's to continued success for AUA and a long-lasting friendship between Armenia and the United States. So as a kid from Fresno, the home of William Saroyan, please accept my best wishes for a memorable and wonderful evening. Thank you, and God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage world-renowned soprano, the fabulous Isabel Bayrakdarian.
this song was was called Feast Song or Khanjukiyerk by Khachadurian, one of the titans of Armenian music. And there's no better fit to this evening than this song because, you know, in Armenian we celebrate or we toast by saying Genatzet, to your life. However, the poet goes on to say, well, you will have a blessed life if you toast with Armenian wine. So I hope you're having Armenian wine today, or you wish you were. If not, you have to go to Armenia. For the next selection, I'd like to perform for you a song by Gomidas Vartabed. Speaking of titans, he's the father of Armenian folk songs, and he is, to me, a link to my past. Without him, I wouldn't have been able to tap into the many, many riches that we as a culture had. He's associated always with songs that are kind of on the dark side. But he has written some very interesting songs as well, you know, mainly these are folk songs, so complaints to the mother-in-law, or which we all know about that. Yes, and lullabies and interesting songs. However, today, I would like to sing for you Ziranizar, or the apricot tree. You know, Ziranizar, the apricot tree, it's one of our national identities. Huh? And the poet goes on to say, the swaying of your branches represents our own culture being at the mercy of the winds of life, and how it scatters us to many seas of the world. And because this is a festive event, I must end on a happy note. Complete change of gear in terms of composers. I would like to offer to you a song by the 19th century Italian composer Gioacchino Rossini. He's known as an operatic composer of effervescent operas that celebrate life, that celebrate the winning of good over evil through wisdom, wit, and humor. So this is La Danza, or the dance. It just says, let's sing and dance all night, and let's blame it on the tarantula that bit us, and we have to sweat it off, and that's why we have to dance all through the night.
Serra, serra, con la bionda, con la bruna.